wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass, it's Pavia. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Hoskins. Turning it on. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled there by the defense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air, it's Pavia. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught close to the marker. It's Hoskins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vanderbilt. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Commodores will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
They'll try to power it in. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
The Gators backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. The inside handoff. Spins away from the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air. It's Flagway. That's caught. It's Clark. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. The tag. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the 1st quarter, just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the 2nd quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David, getting stopped on 4th and goal that breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Stowers. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. To talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls.
Takes it the other way. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! Got a step and just dusted the field. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of things. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fitzgerald. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 21 over Colorado. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Pulls it in, it's Sturdivant.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Using his feet. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Flips it out on the screen. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, we're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots?
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
That's caught. It's ball. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone? Just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gator!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Bringing it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his totals from that victory last week. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the run, it's ball. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Grab near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down. And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. And they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Pavia. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Tons of room in the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed right.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touch. Game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. The short hand, it's Hoskins.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Alexander. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Got it in the middle, it's Sherrill. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Gonna look downfield again. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Get it out on the screen. Backs going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Vandy! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So now it's 2nd and long. The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back to throw, it's Pavia. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's open on the right, and they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Sure hands. It's Hoskins.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. He's got it still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been